welcome back, guys. Today we're taking a look at a classic riff from 1983. This is Metal Health by Quiet Riot. Just kind of makes you twist up your mouth just playing that thing. This was the first Quiet Riot album that was released worldwide, as previous albums had been only released in Japan. And as I was researching, let me read a couple facts here. I thought this was kind of interesting. The album is called Metal Health. The song's called Metal Health, Bang Your Head, in parentheses. A lot of people just call it Bang Your Head. But either way, the song we're looking at is Metal Health, Bang Your Head, and the album's called Metal Health from 1983. Interesting, though, that this was the first heavy metal album to reach #1 on the Billboard 200 charts. It replaced the Police's Synchronicity. That's amazing that this album from Quiet Riot reached #1 on the Billboard 200. Who would have thunk, right? And it also says, due to its commercial success, Metal Health is regarded by some as the catalyst that opened the door for hair metal's immense popularity throughout the next several years. So we don't need to worry. We don't need to embrace that term hair metal necessarily, but either way, it opened the door possibly for the style that we know and love as 80s metal, 80s rock, to flourish because of that popular success. So, hey, thank you, Quiet Riot, if that's true. They were a big part. I remember the video for this, as most of you probably do. And they also had a big hit with Come On, Feel the Noise. Not a huge fan of that. It's a cover song by Slade, but a cover song of the band Slade. But nonetheless, they did have some really cool tracks. This is still my favorite Quiet Riot album. So, in any case, I thought that was all very interesting, all the way back to 1983. So, a really fun riff to play, not too difficult. It's in standard tuning, although you'll notice that if you try to play along to the original track, it's a little flat on the recording. So if you have any software to bump it up, then do that so you can play along, so you don't have to tune down your guitar. That is what's going on there. So before we get started on this, make sure to check down below in the description box, where I have a free gift for you called 5 blistering licks to light up your fretboard. Style of Van Halen and Randy Rhoads, George Lynch. Go check that out. It's my free gift. And if you want the tab for this lesson, Quiet Riot, Metal Health, Bang Your Head, go over to Patreon and you'll see the tab and guitar profiles for that. So let's get started. Like I said, we're in standard tuning, and the key is A for this. And the big drum fill to begin, and it hits an A power chord. It's down at the open A string and 2nd fret on the D. Okay, now we're going to play a C5 power chord, and that's just 3rd fret A, 5th fret D, and then to a G power chord, except it's ringing. And I call it a power chord because we're really just playing, we're eliminating the 3rd, which is what most power chords do. But we're doing it in this way where it'll ring. So we're muting the A string with the underside of the middle finger, playing the 3rd fret on the low E. So there's that, there's the muted note. Then open D, open G, 3rd fret on the B, and 3rd fret on the high E. And that just rings very nice. So we have the A power chord, C power chord, and then the G. And it should go. hit the G again, and then do this. So I'm just playing the C5, open A, back to the C5, back to the A. This time it's an A power chord instead of the open A. And on this last C, there's a slight little bend there. So we have this so far. Now this. And that's open D and G, and then 2nd fret G, 3rd fret B. It's like going from a G to a D, basically. Okay, so all that together. Now that's the first round. We're going to repeat that in the 3rd round. First round. Second round. Exactly the same, except instead of this, we do this. That's just open E and then the 3rd fret on the low E. Slight little bend there, that little bluesy quarter step bend. Right? So those two together. And then the 3rd time we play the same as the first. So let me play all 3 of those. Okay, that was the same as the second one, except instead of doing this, we just have this at the end. And that's just the open D and G twice, and then an A power chord. That's the whole riff, guys. Very simple, but very effective. And I included as a bonus the little lick. Actually comes in on the end of the first chorus going into the 2nd verse, but I threw it in here at the beginning just so you have it because it's kind of a cool lick. It sounds like a space age thing, but it's really just a pentatonic lick. And so it goes like this. And I doubled it on the recording just to make it sound trippier. Because I'm going to show you what's going on. We're in the key of A here, so this is A minor pentatonic. 20th fret high E, and then 17th fret on the B. It's right out of the minor pentatonic box. Okay, and then 20 on the B, and then 17 G. Then 19 on the G, and 17 on the D. And then 19 on the D, and 17 on the A. So we got... Then go 2 frets back to 15th fret on the A. Slight little blues bend there on that. And then 17 on the low E string to end it. And that's it, guys. That is Metal Health, Banging Your Head by Quiet Riot. Enjoy that. I'll see you next time. Rock on.